Okay, it is Mr. Wood NZ here again. Um, in the last lesson, I said we would be editing and publishing, but while I was playing the game, because that's the next step for editing, to see how good your game is and where you can improve it and where you can't actually get through. So I was doing that and I realized there's actually no point to this game because no matter how slow you are, it doesn't make a difference. So if you're really fast, you're not winning anything. So what we actually need on this game is a timer. So a set limit in which you've got to complete the maze. So this lesson, you're going to learn how to make a timer and how to set a time. And then in the following lesson, we'll move on to editing. So we need to think about what do we want to do. We need to create a timer, and a timer is something that collects data. It collects time in seconds and minutes. So it's a variable. So we are going here to data code. We're going to make a variable and we're going to call it time. And click OK. And we've got some more options here. Time's up there. I'm actually going to move it to this side of the screen because it looks better. And now that we've got a variable time, we can start thinking about how it's going to work. I'm going to create an event because we're starting a new piece of code, and when the green arrows tick, because that's what we're using, I like to keep my code nice and tidy so you can read it easily. So we want to, let's go back to data. What have we got here? Change time. Well, if we're making a timer, we want to change time absolutely by one second. Okay, but how do we know when a second is up? And we actually have a control that will tell us, there we go, wait 1 second. So when the arrows click, wait 1 second and change the time by 1 second. So that's going to give us a timer, but it must keep going forever. So that tells me, yes, I need a forever loop and pop it in there. So now I should have a timer that works. So let's test it. Push a green arrow, and there we go, the timer's going. Stop, start, and it just keeps going. So it didn't clear either. So now what we need to do is create a way to set the timer to 0, and we can use a similar code to this we use for the score. We'll go to data, set time to 0, we'll use that. And we also wanted the wait. Let's hold that one first and think about what do we want to do. We want to set the time to 0. Then we want to wait until the time reaches a certain limit, and let's say we're going to work with 30 seconds. So wait until the time reaches or equals 30 seconds, and then say time's up, try again, and then it needs to stop the program completely. Okay, so let's start with an event for this one as well, because it's a separate piece of code. We'll put it next to it because they're working together. So we said set time to 0 when the green arrows click. Let's check that. Yes, it works. Okay, now we want to wait until the time reaches a certain amount. So we've got a wait there. Here's a wait until code block. Let's take that. We want to wait until the time equals about, let's say 30 seconds, time equals 30 seconds. So how are we going to, there we go, operations. Now we haven't entered these code blocks. This is for doing mathematical problems. However, here we got something equals something. Let's pull that out, go back to data, and we want the variable time because we want to wait until, let's pop that into there. Nice, okay. Wait, and let's grab the time variable. Wait until time equals 30. Then we wanted to say, not play, say for 2 seconds. Time is up. Try again. And then we want the entire game to stop. So we need to stop all the code. Let's go look in controls, because that sounds like something that would control the game. There's stop all. Let's pull that on, pop it on, and let's test this. Stop, start, time went 0, and now it's counting up. So yeah, pop, pop, scores going up. Let's see, can I avoid this one? Oh, I need to, that'll be one of my editing tasks. Let's see if I can get past this one. Nope, another editing task. I may add more targets as well. Oops, time's up. So I didn't do it fast enough. So, excellent. And you see, when I reach the goal, it doesn't say you win, because it stopped all the coding. So that was success. Now we have a complete game with the timer that has a challenge, that gives it a challenge to the game. Now it's your turn to see if you can do that and improvise on the code I taught you. In the next lesson we will go on to editing our game.